Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good weekend. It's October 25th, Monday. We're going to go over Tesla, all-time highs, $1 trillion market cap. We're going to look at technical analysis on GME, DWAC, SPY, some of the option plays we got going on. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. We have a Twitter if you'd like to follow us on at Happy Money YT. Old Ryan Cohen, what's he up to? And we have a Discord server if you want to get on there. It's in the description. We chat in there often. Today, so yeah, big thing that people had eyes on was DWAC, I would say. And yeah, looking at extended hours, it's actually after hours up 3%. Today held up really well on it honestly, for how much it's ripped up the last, I guess, just day and then after hours. Yeah, at one point actually today I sold a put on it before this crossed over. It was coming down. I figured it might touch it and then hold up above that kind of moving average. Well, not above the moving average, but I figured it'd bounce off this and kind of hold up. After I noticed that hour was closing, I actually bought back the put, and I think it was like break even on it. But the premiums are high on this thing. But right now it's definitely bearish. We've got red under the 9 moving average, got a bearish MACD crossover. It's coming down real slow though. You can see, let's see, after hours, yeah, kind of came back up a little bit, 3%. But yeah, today I think it came down 10%, but it seems like nothing on this thing because it's moved so crazy in the last 48 hours. But looks like it's going to come down further, probably fill this gap in over this week. It's come down real slow though, not volatile, and really seems pretty stable. So I'll probably get back into selling a put on there, just to collect that premium. I'll show you guys real quick actually even what that means and why I would do it. Once it's in a bullish trend is a better time to sell a put. But yeah, so I'm gonna wait. But look at this. So they only have monthly options on it right now. They'll probably add more as the option volume picks up. But we've got a November. This is November 21st, or 25 days, so monthly November, middle of November. And look at the premium on this at the money. So basically, if I sold a put here, this is why selling puts is safer than buying shares. So if I sold a put here at the pretty much the dollar it's at right now, it's at $83. So I could buy 100 shares for whatever, $8,300. Or I could sell a put and lock up that 8,300, and then in a month's time, if it's above that, then I just keep this premium as $2,100. But if it happens to come down, we're looking at let's see, what was our break even on this? So break even, look, $58. This is basically me buying the shares right now of DWAS for $58, because the amount of premium I'm collecting offsets the stock price down to $58. So if you zoom out on this, you can see what I'm talking about. So theoretical profit loss at expiration. So look, $59, and we'd be basically break even on this thing. So if I want these shares and I say, oh, I want to buy it for $58, I want to buy it for $83, you could sell a put on it right now. And you could even bring the strike down, of course, and make it safer and safer and safer, just be less premium. So if I sold, say, a 50 put, I'd collect $645 premium for that contract, and then my break even on it would be $43. And this would probably be a better range to sell it on, because the gap I think it's got to fill is, yeah, it's like $46 it looks like. But that being said, as it's coming down, the premium on that will go up depending on how fast. But honestly, the premiums are so high already. The IV is 260%. So even if it comes down slow, that thing might still, if the premium comes out of it, if that IV goes down, that put is actually going to lose value, even if its stock's coming down, if it comes down slowly. So even if you sold that put and it went against you and the stock went down, you might still be able to buy it back before expiration for cheaper than you sold it for, which is profitable. But I'm gonna wait till it comes down and finds a floor, and then I'll probably sell it right at the money, or even in the money some. But yeah, that's DWAC. So I think it's gonna come down. I don't know where it'll settle at. Probably just come down, consolidate, wait for news, something about this Truth Social app, and any kind of news sentiment to get traders back into it and get the volume and volatility back up. Gamestop, on the other hand, yeah, looks like it's kind of finding a floor. There's a lot of downward pressure the last day or two, so it's going to take some time to kind of shake it out and slow that ship down. But today was a pretty good sign of it reversing, not fully. So today actually ended up closing with a bearish MACD, just barely though. We do have this kind of double bottom on the candle wicks, which is good, and of course we have this kind of support area, 169, got 166 and 165 also. So it might come down and test it a little lower before it kind of rallies up. But on the hourly, it looks good. I actually opened up some calls today. So we've got green over our 9 moving average, the tan one right here. And then we've got a bullish MACD crossover right here. So MACD crossed over signal bullish, green on the histogram. And so this tells me in the short term, at least, it's probably going to come up. But then on the daily, yeah, again, it's still bearish. So still has momentum pushing it down. And yeah, I mean, we do have this short term kind of crossing over this long term. It's fighting not to. There's the 180. This one, it's fighting it. The short term's right here. So short term is back bullish, back above the long term. Just didn't want to be there. So I think we'll kind of grind up on here, kind of grind up on that moving average a bit, consolidate, and then have another breakout. And it's possible, I think it's maybe a little too early to have another little pinch, but it's possible. This right here, I mean, it looks a lot like this. I'm just gonna say we had this meltdown for whatever 2 weeks, just like here. And look, even right here, this is all. I don't think it's gonna happen this soon, but we could have one this quick. Look, came down, bounced, just here and here, came down. I mean, the timeline's very similar, as well as even the price action. Then it had this weird little bounce and these like big doji candle days. Look at this. Very similar, kind of flattened out, 2-day drop, and then rally, 3 days. So here's kind of we're on like a 3-day drop now, but we could, this day right here could be right here. So it could be 1-2. That's Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday could be a big day, or Tuesday. I'm just saying this price action looks very similar to this, and even this whole drop down, if you start it right here. So yeah, I got some positions on that. But again, if it kind of keeps coming down and kind of breaks through the support of 166, we're looking probably, I don't know, down here 160, and then kind of probably by the 5s, and 150, 5s and 10s. History today, so I sold covered calls on GME. I think I ended up breaking even on it. I was up, and then I got shaken out by this price action right here. But I'm happy to break even, get a little practice. Shares are up, of course, but that's why I have so many trades in here. So sold. Let's see, why is that not showing me the bottom? Weird. Anyways, sold for $3.05 a contract. Bought back for $2.63. So overall, this was like $360. Did it again, 231. Bought back at 254. So I lost like, I don't know, $80 there. Here's the DWAC put I sold. I bought it back later though, I think for the same price. Got into Wish, which we'll talk about. I just wanted to show you the GME shorts. Yeah. All right. So sold that put. Wish. What did I do? I think I did a put credit spread on Wish. Yep. And is that up? I think maybe up a little bit, up 15%. So this is 5 and 5.5 put credit spread on Wish. I maybe could make more if I was just buying naked calls on this thing, but yeah, I'll just sell premium on it. So basically, if it's above 5.5 by expiration, this thing expires worthless, and keep all of our premium. Small plays, lots of little base hits. Base hits win the game. So that one's looking pretty good probability there. And yeah, I mean, on the daily, we've got green over the 9. We've got everything for a nice setup. It's got a divergence here also, from here to here. Longer term divergence. I think even on the hourly too, maybe. No, but it's rallying up. It looks pretty good. This is such a cheap price too. If you want to go long on Wish, I would say this is. If you don't think it's gonna go bankrupt, this is probably your best entry in the $4 to $5 range. Which it might go bankrupt. This is a Chinese company, I think. So who knows? Ish. What did I do? I did a lot. Oh, I bought shares of VLCN. It's an e-bike company, and it's actually kind of the only e-bike company traded, I think. We did have Hellbiz for a while, but that's kind of more rental. It's not for sales. So these guys sell e-bikes. They're trying to get into the UTVs, like the side-by-sides, all electric. This thing's setting up a nice bull flag. I might want this in the long term, not sure yet, but at this point it's kind of just a swing trade. This chart kind of reminds me of other good IPO'd stocks recently. So kind of just the beginning of hopefully a big breakout to the upside. We got shares of that. There's no options on it, so about 500 shares. So bought, yeah. That's actually interesting. Is it 500 shares? Yeah. 500 shares. So 5,400. With shares, you can go a little bigger. I mean, there's no expiration, so you can hold it forever. It's up a little bit from when we bought it. It's a big day today for that thing, though. It's 10%, so probably have a little pullback this week before it goes again. DWAC bought to cover. Close that one out for, I think, break even. Rocket Lab, also, the chart looks nice. I am long on Astra, have it in the long term. Rocket Lab. Why does this look nice? Oh, on the shorter term, the hourly. Yep, hourly looks nice. Daily is still bearish, but this is nice floor, nice divergence. No, not a divergence, just a nice floor. Here's the divergence back here, from here to here. Divergence on the MACD and the RSI. Built a floor. Now it's trying to make higher highs. It's making higher lows from here to here. Trying to make higher highs. This is kind of a bullish looking MACD in my opinion. And the MACD's opinion. Daily, you can see it's kind of just building this floor and hasn't crossed over yet, but short term, this should be a fun one. That is let's see, what is that? I had a put credit spread. I don't think it filled though. I think I just got calls on this. So that's November monthly $15 calls. Kind of far out the money. So this will be volatile though with news. Astra launching rockets will actually cause this thing to run also, as you see. When they have good or bad news, it will kind of run in sympathy with all the rocket ones. Even Space does it too. Ticker Space. GME, DWAC, Roblob, or Rocket Lab. Facebook, that was a little earnings play. I think I missed it. BRPM is FaZe Gaming Clan or whatever team. I think it's maybe the first, is this it? BRPM, yeah. It's maybe the first gaming team to go public. So they're merging with this SPAC. I was kind of hoping maybe, I don't know, I feel like this might get a rally. I don't think I want this in the long term, but hoping there's some more SPAC hype. And buying SPACs around $10, it's a pretty safe bet because they trade around $10 before mergers or before acquisitions or whatever, how it works. So I got these at 1087 is my cost on these. So it looks like it's up a little bit. Hoping the DWAC kind of puts SPACs back in good light for a little bit. We can get another good round of SPACs. They were going crazy 6 months ago with all the EV SPACs and weed SPACs. And I remember anything was SPAC, like just anybody was like, hey, I'm going to have a merge with a SPAC, and just would rocket. Celebrities merging with SPACs, like, oh, let's buy it. A lot of those ended up bad, so it's definitely more of a trade. But yeah, so that's that play. SPY, I rolled it over. Let's look at the SPY real quick. This bugger. Well, freaking Tesla. I think Tesla's a big pull on the SPY right now. This is in our long term. I'm a bull on Tesla, way overvalued, but still a bull. Freaking RSI is 90 on the RSI on the daily. So this thing is running hot. Hotter than their lithium batteries right before they explode. Big gap here. It's now $1 trillion market cap. So yeah, it's bigger than all, market cap wise, it's bigger than all other car manufacturers combined, literally. And it's bigger than Facebook now. Facebook's like 900 something billion. So two ways to look at this. Broke out of its all-time highs, so maybe it's gonna rally like crazy, or this is kind of a blow off the top. And I mean, I think initially it's going to come down and settle, but maybe after that, then it'll rally. Depends on probably the whole market. if the SPY doesn't crash soon, then that might have room to rally. I think the SPY was held up today by that. Looking at TA on SPY though, I definitely think it's hit a top. We had kind of this, it did break all-time highs. However, we've got a lot of signs of reversal here on the little bit shorter term. We've got these divergences, RSI's higher here, lower here, and that's a lower price, higher price, higher price. So the price keeps going up, RSI keeps coming down. Then we've got a bearish MACD all the way across. So I think it's definitely gonna come down, due for some bearishness. Is this the exact same thing that happened back here? I feel like this chart looks very familiar. No, but yeah. So I think this was just kind of a dead cat bounce, kind of a blow off the top like we saw in 2008, as I showed you guys, where it made all-time highs just a couple weeks later, right here. Crashed, worries, new all-time highs, and then it kind of kept coming down. So I think that's where we are. So yeah, I rolled my position over on that on SPY. So I've got a lot of different SPY call credit spreads scattered throughout. Got one for 4 days, 452, 452 and a half. And then another one for 18 days, 446. So basically I just need it to slowly start coming down. Nothing crazy. SQQ call, that thing is trash unless SPY tanks. What did well today? The shares. Root. Put credit spreads doing all right. Those calls are not doing good. LAC calls. That thing might break out soon. It's after its cup and handle. Looks like it's gonna go. Corsair kind of popped a little bit today. Our long term looked good today because Tesla's, whenever Tesla rallies as much, it just gets so heavily weighted in there. Skills, we're up 61% on that put credit spread. Nice small play, nothing crazy. But yeah, I think we already talked about that actually. GME, okay, so the GME calls, I got 187.5 GME calls for this Friday, so pretty aggressive. I'm kind of hoping just on this hourly that this gives us a big bump, kind of pump back up to maybe fill that gap, and kind of hoping that maybe we're in this little cycle right here. So 1-2 by Wednesday. At any rate, if we get a little pump in the morning, these will have some value, and if I don't feel like diamond handing them, I can sell them. I did sell my 305 calls for next Friday this morning, which is crazy that they were break even still, but they were. Premiums are low enough on GME still that, I mean, you get time decay, but yeah, it's kind of interesting how it's working out. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Jump on our Discord after you watch the video, and we'll chat on there later. Peace out.